So today I'm gonna talk about something once again that I've talked about, I don't want to say plenty of times before, but I have talked about in the past. But once again, relating this to not just fitness, nutrition, but also to the real world, because it all applies and it's all relevant. And that's making a plan, sticking to a plan. Now, when it comes to fitness, no matter what type of training you're doing, you should always have some sort of plan, right? When you go into workout, you shouldn't just go in there randomly, just picking random machines, random weights, doing random things. You're not really going to make any progress. You're not going to reach your goals. You're probably going to hit a plateau. You're not going to really do too well if that's what you've been doing or you are doing, right? Or if you haven't even decided what you're going to work out that day. Oh, I think today I'll do legs. Or, oh, I think today I'm going to do push or pull or upper body or core. You know, you're just going there kind of winging it, right? You go into the gym daily and you're just kind of winging it. It's not going to really be that beneficial to you. So you kind of want to always have a plan, knowing what exact exercises you're going to be doing, how many reps and sets, all that kind of stuff. That's going to be very important if you want to maximize your goals and not just kind of just doing willy-nilly stuff, right? Always go to the gym with a plan. Myself included, when I go, most of the time I try to have a plan when I'm going to the gym. I always know exactly what I'm going to be doing that day in terms of whether it's upper body, lower body, or whatever, but I don't always have a plan for the exact exercises that I'll be doing. And I notice the days where I don't have an exact plan for my exercises, I struggle a lot, and my workout is pretty much garbage in terms of, well, for my own assessment, it's pretty much garbage. So it's always better to have a plan when you're going to work out. Now, when it comes to nutrition, same thing. You guys know I talk about it quite often. I do my meal prep. I plan ahead. I know all the meals I'm going to have today. I know from the moment I leave this car, I know exactly what I'm going to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, my snacks, all of that. It makes life easier, and it makes it easier to even stick to, like, knowing my nutrition, knowing how, if I'm getting the proper amount of protein, getting the healthy carbs, the healthy fats, the other micronutrients that I need, you know, sodium's on point, magnesium, stuff like that. Knowing what I'm eating, having a plan ahead of time makes it so much easier to be consistent and to help, once again, reach your goals and making progress and stuff like that. If you're just like, well, I eat pretty healthy, but you have no idea what you're eating, or every day you're kind of winging it, maybe I'll eat this, maybe I'll eat that, you know, I'm not sure what I'm gonna have for dinner, I'll see what I have in the refrigerator. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to be consistent with your nutrition, as well as making your progress and reaching your goals. You want to make sure you have a plan ahead of time, that you know what you're going to be eating. That's why I like to highly recommend meal prepping. I know sometimes it's a pain, not everyone wants to do it, but all it does is take a little bit of time out of 1 or 2 days of the week where you can set aside time to either plan your food out, cook it, make it, prepare it, whatever you need to do, so that the rest of the week you just grab it and go and eating it. You don't have to worry about it. You just have what you're going to eat, and that's what's going to help you, in my opinion, stay consistent and maintain proper nutrition. So that's when it comes to nutrition and fitness. Now, when it comes to the regular world, I suggested this in the past as well, to planning your days, right? It can sound like a hassle as well, but I know it helps me stay consistent with my goals. And it actually gives me a lot more free time, because when I know exactly what I'm going to be doing, when I'm going to be doing it, it makes my days go by a lot smoother. Even, I mean, sometimes there'll be some hiccups in the day, and there'll be some unexpected occurrences that happen, and that's life, right? You can't never fully plan your day, because you never know what's going to happen. Even for myself as a trainer, my days will get disorganized really quickly, but keeping a certain plan of events of things that I need to do, a checklist, still makes it a lot easier than it would be if I had no plan at all. I just every day just wake up, oh, let's see what happens. No, I like to know how my days are going to go for the most part, as well as I can plan them out, and it helps me keep on track and keep aiming towards my goals. So that's one of the things that I feel is super important. Like I said, no matter if it's fitness, nutrition, or in day-to-day lives, it's planning your days out, making a plan, trying your best to stick to that plan as best as possible. It is very helpful in all avenues of your life, so I highly suggest it. And what else I'm going to say is tracking it. So I guess I'm talking about two things in this video. I was only going to talk about one, but I've changed my mind. I'm talking about two things. And the second thing is tracking it. So when it comes to your fitness, you also want to track your progress. So coupled with having a plan, you want to track it. You want to know how much weight you're pushing, how many reps you're doing. So that way you can make like I said in my other video 2 days ago, progressive overload, you're able to utilize that because now I know how much weight I can lift and how many reps I've been doing, and that way I can help myself push more the next time. If I'm not tracking anything, I have no idea what I'm doing, then how am I going to know the next time what I'm going to be doing to improve? So I have to track my workouts, and I suggest if you're trying to work out or getting into it, track your workouts. It might seem like a hassle, but it's a hassle that's more beneficial than more of a hassle. So I highly suggest tracking your workouts. Same thing with the meals. I track my meals. I use MyFitnessPal. A lot of my clients use MyFitnessPal. Some of my clients use the in-app tracker that I use to train them as well. But no matter what you're doing, I highly suggest tracking your meals, even if not all the time, forever and ever. It's a good idea. I would suggest even just doing it for a week or even 2 weeks, so you can kind of assess to see what you're eating. Because sometimes, you know, you might think you're eating healthy because you don't eat fast food a lot. You're like, oh, I eat pretty well, but you don't actually know what you're eating, and you don't actually know if what you're eating is actually for your actual goals. So if you don't track it, you don't know. You're just kind of winging it, right? So if you meal plan and you track your meals, you'll see the full picture. It's making sure you actually are getting the proper amount of protein, or the proper amount of carbs and fats and everything else. So I highly suggest tracking your meals. Like I said, even if not forever, every single day, I would suggest at least try it out for a week or two, so you can kind of see what you're eating, and seeing if you're eating as healthy as you think you are eating. And then once again, when it comes to your daily life, obviously I said talking about planning your days, but also tracking your days, seeing what you actually got done during that day. Maybe you had to do X, Y, and Z, but maybe you only did X and Y and you didn't get to Z, and then that has to run on to the next day. Tracking your days as well is very helpful. Seeing what you got done, seeing what you need to do, prioritizing what's the most important things. This is more important than that thing. So making a list and making sure that you're sticking to the plan. So hopefully this was beneficial. These are just my suggestions that I just highly recommend. I really think it will help you guys. It's been helpful for me, and this is the only reason why I'm recommending it. But not everything works for everybody. Some people, they're able to progress without tracking or planning. I don't know how they do it, but for me, I'm the type of person where I need structure, I need consistency, and it really does help me stay on track and help me go towards what I'm trying to do. So once again, hopefully this was helpful. And so until the next time, I will see you guys in the next video.